Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
It was Joe Aiello who once said, while that song was playing like 30 seconds ago, hey, don't hear this song enough. Motley Crue. Don't
Love it.
Go away mad.
Great driving song, by the way, going into the long weekend. If you don't have it on your playlist, I would highly suggest it.
And good words of advice.
Don't go away mad, just go away.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's just better to just leave.
To just go away. Instead of...
But to find the closure sometimes, don't you
Yeah.
have to let it all out before you actually leave? Because, you know, you want to, then you don't turn around.
That's not a healthy way of dealing with things.
And you don't turn around and say, hey, wait, one more thing.
so are we talking a breakup here or just a couple fight?
Well, I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, you shouldn't go away mad. You should sort it out. Like, that's what I believe. But you're going to bed mad, going to bed upset. I believe they say, and by they, like, I don't know.
Your grandparents.
Relationships experts.
Relationship experts. Thank you, Kirby. That you shouldn't go to bed mad. You should sort it out. I mean, that's what I believe. But sometimes I lose that battle, and it's time to not talk for a few hours.
Well, because sometimes people need time to process.
Women.
What?
My grandfather gave me that advice, actually. He says, you know, I never go to bed mad at your grandmother, right? And my grandmother piped up and said something like, no, we're just mad at each other all day, but not when we go to bed. And they laughed.
That's
but
a
they
good
were together
line.
for 60-some-odd years.
Oh, my gosh.
When you're in a long relationship,
Yes.
you spat a lot. It's part
Yes.
of the deal. And why go to bed mad if you can sort it out? Because then what happens? You go to bed mad, you wake up. First thing you think about is that giant fight you had the night before, right? So
Yeah. Not a good way to start the day.
no. So that's why I think whatever you have to do. In my case, typically apologize and say, hey, I'm sorry, and can we move on?
I just pop on the song and say, take a listen.
Yes, this is for you, babe.
Crank it, babe.
Dedicate a song to her. That's not bad, Joe.
Here it is.
Oh, my gosh, you guys.
Philly Joe Kirby
Philly Joe and Kirby.
podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Call the Bone phone 780-BONE. Brought to you by Auto Gallery of Winnipeg.
Corner of Stafford and Maryland. It's 50 there. They got photo radar set up by that school. You can barely see the 50 sign, so watch your speed.
So that was from yesterday. Thank you very much for that tip, hot dog guy. Seeing them everywhere. I lately myself.
Stafford and Maryland, too. That leads into Academy. I guess he's talking about Kelvin High School right around there. And I think there's one even at the lights there, too.
Okay.
So they could be
Okay.
double dipping around those streets like by Stafford. That would make sense. That's one of those common spots is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you've seen a lot more of them this summer with school out.
Yeah, I have for sure. Lots of speed traps, speed enforcement. Okay, this guy has a question about speed limits.
Hey, so I'm driving up the 75 this morning, whole bunch of construction. So we're down to, I'm heading into Winnipeg, so I'm heading north. So there's two lanes. It's head-on traffic. One, like, you know, they've closed one side, and now both directions are on one side of the highway. Question I have is, why the is it only 80? Every other highway in Manitoba, well, not every highway, but most highways in Manitoba that aren't divided, it's 100 or 90 or something. Why the is it 80? Anyways, have a good day, guys. Woo-hoo!
So we got some resolution on this earlier this morning. It would be designated a construction zone,
Bingo.
even though the construction is going on the other, like what feels like far away, right?
That was the consensus on the text line. Yep.
Okay. Folklorama. Been talking about it a lot lately, and another topic that's been coming up is railway crossings and how bumpy they are sometimes.
Yeah, I think you forgot about the Ukrainians who pretty much built this city, and their pavilion is awesome. And my son works for CP, and he works 14-hour shifts, about 5 days a week to fix the tracks. Thanks.
Okay, I guess what he's saying, well, a couple of things. They're always working on the tracks. We assumed as much. Just
Yeah.
callers have been pointing out a couple of areas in need of some TLC. And then the Ukrainian pavilion. Come on. Of course it's awesome.
Pierogies.
Yeah, they're a lot more than pierogies, the music and everything else. Week 2 of Folklorama, somebody had let us know on the text line as well. But I told you once before, if it wasn't Italian, I was hoping to be Ukrainian.
Food.
Maybe they can adopt us.
I mean, that's what
Ukrainian
Folklorama
community.
is for, is that you can go check out all the different cultures and be
Folklorama,
adopted
yeah.
in Folklorama.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a great point, Phil. It's Folklorama.
Yeah. Nobody, you're right. That
No, it's okay.
experience.
It's okay.
Collegiate.
Yeah.
Earlier in news.
I am just
Collegiate.
shocked that I have a job where
How
I
did that
speak
go?
for a living.
So in news, and I thought it was a slip of the tongue originally, but collegiate.
never is.
You've been calling collegiate this morning.
Collegian.
Collegiate.
But the best part is you knew what I meant.
What?
And that's what I like to say to people.
And Joe said, it's not collagen.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I don't know where the N came from. Collegiate. I didn't even hear the T. I just heard collegian.
Collegian. So I went to Murdoch McKay
Hey,
Collegian.
what's that in your forehead? Your lip, upper lip, collegian. It's something new. I got from my doctor. It's supposed to make my lip puffier.
Honestly, I've had enough of you.
It's-
Oh,
and
man.
it's only 8:25. Okay. We have a lot of conversations about scams that are going on this program. It makes the news all the time. And I guess I said within the last week or so, well, that's the problem when you have a, quote, cashless society.
Billy, you said we're a cashless society. No, we're not. They want us to be. So keep it cash as king, man. Pay with cash. Have cash on you. Don't support people who don't take cash. Don't allow everything digital, guys. That's the problem. Thank you.
I like to carry cash still because sometimes those automated things go down for sure.
And I like to hang out with people who carry cash because
Because
It's
you don't
always-
like using yours. Yes.
well, I remember one time when Phil and I were driving to an event together,
Oh, yeah.
we had to pay for parking,
Yeah.
and it was
Story.
cash only.
Yeah.
Well, who had cash? Phil.
And who said they were paying for parking if you picked me up?
All week.
We didn't get the whole story there, did we?
So the story went like this. I can't remember the event, but Kirby, can I get a ride, Phil? Can you pick me up on your
Yep.
way? Yeah, absolutely. I never suggested that because I'm driving, she paid for parking.
No,
She
I
did.
did.
She told me 17 times, hey, I got the parking. Don't you worry. I will pay for parking because you're driving. No problem. We pull up to the window to pay for parking. What? I didn't know they wouldn't take it. I wouldn't. All I have is my credit card.
Let's
cash
just go.
only.
Let's just say that parking lot isn't using that $20 bill for their taxes. Okay, but I will say this: with interest accrued, she now owes you about $512.37.
Whose side are you on?
Well, no, it's a true story.
It is a true story, yeah. But don't worry about it. I didn't mind paying.
No.
I never asked you to pay for parking. It was quite all right.
And
yeah.
that's why you hang out with friends who have cash.
He's up to number 7 in the buddy
No.
department.
I told you I don't want to move
You
up.
could move him into the top 5 with that story.
Okay, you know who wouldn't mind paying for parking for Kirby? And he certainly,
Oh,
even though Kirby said, hey, I'm not going to be late anymore. This guy right here, old Eddie.
yeah.
Well, her biggest fan certainly has no problem with Curbs.
Yeah, well, good on Kirby to try and improve her time management. Getting in early and that. But as for waiting for Kirby, hey, no problem there.
I could see
No
that guy
problem.
just snoozing in the mall in that middle area. Old Eddie waiting for you to shop.
Can you hold my purse too?
Oh, yeah.
Old Eddie.
Listen, I don't know how much time when your nickname's Old Eddie. I don't know how much time you can wait for anything. But I will say this: he did get one little thing wrong. You weren't talking about getting somewhere early. You were just talking about getting somewhere on time.
Yeah.
We start with baby
Yeah.
steps. Here.
Yes, and we
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet. We got to see it. But
Yeah.
you did declare that.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can
And we're
learn
proud of
something
you.
from him about patience.
Oh, not a chance. No way. Oh, let old Eddie wait for you. I would never.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Good friend of the show, CJ Loner from the band The Bloodshots, good local band, was in studio yesterday. He just went to see Limp Bizkit in the States. I think he said Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And said it was a fantastic show. If you want to hear that whole interview, because it was a lot of fun. We love talking music with CJ and the Bloodshots. We put it on the podcast, the PJK podcast from yesterday. You can get our podcast. It's the show cut down to 30 minutes with a PJK extra, exclusive content in there. Wherever you get your favorite podcast, subscribe to it, and then you don't have to worry about it. It just shows up as a notification when it's ready to go.
Well said, my friend. And it's fun doing it, too.
Yeah, we do. We enjoy the podcast. On the text line, the Spirit of Ukraine Pavilion is on the second week, and it is amazing. Great food and alcohol. My daughter is dancing in it for 7 days, 3 dances a night. Wow, that is conditioning right there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, any of the volunteers out there that put in time at their pavilion, it's like you're not putting in a day. It's like a 7-day deal. And a lot of people take their holidays to get involved with the spirit of their culture. It is quite amazing, actually.
Yeah, it is good.
Exciting.
Another text message this morning. Hey, I'll solve Kirby's problems. I'll drop by with $50 for gas, and Princess Kirby can let her car idle overnight with the air conditioning on. Problem solved. This, of course, rocking the fields where Kirby's going to be sleeping in her SUV this weekend.
I just going to throw this out there.
How kind.
Yeah, it's a very kind
That is so
gesture.
kind.
It might affect the parking area if you have the gas running all night in your vehicle. But I'm more concerned about the gentleman or the lady here with the $50 for gas. You might just want to bring the gas. I don't know if I can trust Kirby with the $50 bill to spend it on the gas to use it so you can run the car all day, because something else might come up.
You get me, Joe.
I
You're right.
know.
Something might come up that I need it for. But this person clearly gets me. Princess Kirby.
You know, it's
What
sort
a
of
nice
like
title.
the person standing at the intersection begging for money.
So, what are you looking at me for?
Princess Kirby. Yeah, they get you, yes.
Doesn't it? It feels like somebody like on one of the traffic corners begging for money, like, and they're saying they want it for like food. Well, if you give them food, they don't want the food; they want the money.
Yes,
so they can buy something else with it. I'm a little concerned that might happen in this case. Bring the jerry can, $50 worth of gas. We'll get it to Kirby.
Yes,
we'll strap it onto the back of the SUV. Next to the air conditioner or whatever else you're bringing with you. And you got to get a Thule, one of those nice little cargo containers, I think. No?
Oh, that people have on the top of the vehicle.
Why not?
That'd be good.
You know, every year I'm just going to keep upgrading and adding to the SUV.
It's turning into quite the little vehicle there.
You're going on your own this year. You've got more room in your SUV this year. You're not adding, you're subtracting.
I think you need some friends for this. Who wants to go with Kirby this weekend? Let us know. 780 City.
I'll take $50.
JJ Wild. JJ Wild's
yes,
going to be playing.
I'm pumped.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station. It's 7:11. Almost 7:12 with Philly, Joe, and Kirby. Is that how 7-Eleven works? You make
I
a
don't
wish?
know. It just seems like a cool number to,
Such a cool number. A company decided to call their stores that. I've never heard anybody say make a wish, though, at 7-Eleven.
No, me neither.
Well, I was starting a thing.
Okay.
I wish you'd let us in on some of these starts. Because I don't know how they finish.
There's a lot of starts, a lot of eras.
You know, Phil, I would just
beyond
be very
time.
careful. You are treading on some water today. With your honest remarks.
You were more honest than even I was. I said, well, you're always in on things. That's right. You're a part of the team in here. Even though you don't have a cold, you wanted the medical advice. So, and then
I want a cold too. I feel left out.
Come here, Joe. Cough on him.
Cough on me, Joe.
I honestly don't think I have a cold. I just think I have something going on with my throat. It could be from the smoke outside.
That makes me feel good.
It's just, somebody said I could use a fisherman's friend. They're not wrong. I didn't even wake up with it. I came into work.
I don't have a fisherman's friend, but I've got a friend.
They're the best. Is it Arctic Cherry?
They're not even open yet. Have one. I don't know what kind of flavor they are, but they help with the throat big time.
Honey and lemon. It says right here in big letters. I don't know what flavor it is. You can't even sense the flavor when you try it. Oh, these are new. Here, Kirby, have one.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Okay, thank you.
Did you just say you want a friend? You want?
I said, Joe, I don't have a fisherman's friend for you, but I got a friend for you. Right here, buddy.
Number one.
Yeah, she wants the cold. That's
tell you.
that's your fear of being left out.
I got to be honest. One of the symptoms I'm starting to feel is a severe headache coming on.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Sick and tired in the mornings.
Sick and tired. I love that one though. Sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
That's
I've never been sick and tired. I'm going to be honest.
No. Just sick. Maybe
Sick,
tired,
yes.
but never together.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
right. That's right.
That's one of those old. Those are one of those old dad terms in my world. It was like, I am sick and tired, and then it never led to anything good after that
No.
start.
Even when my mom would warn me, and this was a popular one at Casa de Aubrey, 3 boys, my sister, of course, but mainly it was the boys fighting.
Yeah.
Mostly my older brother and I don't know what it was, but we went at it, and her big thing was, your dad's going to be home soon,
Yep.
and he's not in a good mood today. He's got a headache, so you guys need to stop it now. And be like, oh, God, Dad's. And as soon as we see the garage door open, we'd start being like, oh, no, okay. It's one thing to have Mom bark at us, but we're not messing around when Dad gets home.
Let's backtrack too, because somewhere during the day, Dad picked up the phone to tell Mom
Yep.
that he wasn't in a good mood, and he was cranky already, not knowing that Mom was going to use it as leverage against the
idea.
boys at home, because she's been dealing with her own
She's
nightmare all
reached
day.
her limits.
It wasn't like Mom called Dad at work going, listen, I got to tell you, by the time you get home, just warning you, I've got a headache and I'm like sick and tired.
Hey, I wanted to ask you guys about something because moving furniture around. So my wife and I had to move a couch because we got new furniture in the living room. And so we have this old couch, and it's big, old leather couch. It's seen better days. So we're like, okay, we got to get this out of the house.
I'm sure it's seen more than just better days.
It's seen some things, Kirby. You don't want to see the browser history of
On
this
that couch.
No, you don't.
Were the kids conceived on it?
Maybe.
It's hard to tell. We got to check the calendar.
They share no resemblance to the couch. But anyway, so we got to get it out. We got to get it in the garage. If we're going to give it to somebody, we don't know what we're going to do with it at this point. But we decided something last night, trying to move this couch.
The two of you?
My wife and I. We're like, hey, let's get
What
this
a
out.
bonding experience. Too.
Well, we thought it would be easier than it is, and we halfway through the process, when we couldn't get it through the door into the garage, we're like, our days of moving furniture are behind us. Like it was so exhausting to even get it, because it's giant. These old couches
and heavy.
So we're both sweating. We take one of those breaks where you set the couch down, and we're like, we got to take the door off here. We can't get it, so we got to take the door off from our house to the garage. And I'm like, we're not taking the door off tonight. Forget this. Couch goes back down. This is a weekend job. We're going to, either that or we're hiring professional movers, because we happen to have another couch in the basement that we can't get out of the house.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think that's
Things
where
are being trapped in the basement and can't leave.
I think that's where the mistake is. You needed to be a little bit more proactive, and you could have paid the guys that dropped off the new furniture the money to take it out and put it in your garage, but you didn't know you were getting rid of it right away.
Right.
That way it would have been set up there already. You pay these guys, they would have taken the cash, tax-free money. Boom.
Yeah. Oh, they'd have loved that. If we
Yeah. Sorry.
But no, I'm just saying, our days of moving big furniture around, I think they're behind us. Like, I'm just saying, man, moving, and you see these pro movers do it. A pro mover would have had that out of our house in 30 seconds. They'd have had that door off. One of them would have strapped it to his back with those straps, so there's no problem.
The best money I've ever spent was when I moved to Winnipeg. I hired movers, and they just did everything.
It's a nightmare. Moving is a nightmare. Moving furniture, moving anything.
Well, this is going to cost you more now because it's one item, and these guys are coming to move one item. It's not like a full move where they're coming in, right, and then piece going out. But I will tell you this, in about 2.5, 3 years, you're going to see this nick on that wall, that hallway wall that was leading to the front door. And you go, what the hell? How the hell did this gouge happen? You'll blame the kids. You'll forget all about it, that it was you and Stacy that whacked the wall.
But man, I'm telling you, all this to say that definitely the moving furniture days, not that it was ever enjoyable or we would look forward to it, but I think 10 years ago we would have got that couch out last night. But
mark this date out, July 31st, 2024. The era of moving his own furniture has come to an end.
Boom! That's PJK Extra.
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast. Would you rather Wednesday?
762-555 on the Boston Pizza Text line if you want to play along. Kirby,
Yo.
would you rather? So you're going into battle someday. I know. Very common occurrence. You're on your way to battle. Would you rather have a pack of wolves at your side or one grizzly bear? So they're your friends.
Yeah.
They're helping you in said battle. A pack of wolves or one grizzly bear beside you as you prepare to battle.
The grizzly bear.
Okay.
Oh, that was fast.
I just feel more of a friendship with the grizzly bear than I would the wolves. And there's more of them
Why
to
is that?
Where does the friendship come in? I don't know.
I like bears more than I like wolves.
Oh,
And
okay, then that's fair.
there's
That's
too
fair,
many of them to coordinate with a pack.
Yeah, there'd be more of a
Where-
battle plan, although the wolves would have their own plan. They don't need you. Like, wolves are used to
And
fighting.
that's what I mean. They've got each other. Where the bear, we could form like a bond, the
like
two of us.
Buddy cop, some buddy cop movie almost, you and the grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Together. Okay, that's a...
Kirby and the bear.
Yeah.
Could be a show.
Everywhere Kirby goes, the bear comes with
Yeah,
him.
well, there was BJ and the bear, but the bear was a monkey, a name bear. I'm going to go with the pack of wolves.
Yeah.
Just because Phil alluded to this, but the one concern you might have is there's always an alpha. And if he decides that he's going to be in charge, he's not listening to you if they're supposed to be on your page. So there might be a communication issue, but the pack of wolves, man, they can take down a grizzly.
Yeah.
Because they'll just surround whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm going
think
with the
so?
pack of wolves.
Well,
Oh, yeah. One bear, one grizzly. Ooh.
Yeah, bear would probably just find another, it wouldn't bother fighting an entire pack of wolves, I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody who has expertise in wildlife can help us on the text line. Okay, moving on. Would you rather, Kirby, have brown teeth or only two teeth? And I'm talking like poo brown, like a dark brown. All your teeth are solid brown or just two teeth.
I would go with the two teeth.
Two teeth. Just front?
Well, I would hope so. I mean,
Or just a couple of molars?
in the back.
Well, you're going to go
Party
with
in
two
the back.
teeth.
Joe, two teeth or brown teeth?
Well, I think I have to go with the brown teeth because you don't have to smile. You don't have to show anybody your teeth, but you need them.
Chewing.
Chewing on this and that. Listen, could you imagine you're a vegetarian? You're going to have two teeth, and I'm going to watch you eat a carrot. Who are you, Bugs Bunny?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Bugs Bunny did it, and he was okay.
Fair enough. Okay,
That's a tough one. That was a tough one.
Yeah. Would you rather, Kirby, be stranded in the middle of the ocean on a rowboat or in the middle of a desert on foot?
Okay, so
Middle of the ocean on a rowboat. So you got or in the middle of the desert, just you.
100% on land. I do not want to be caught out in the water. That's terrifying. You're exposed.
Yeah, and then like waves come up and you're just in a rowboat.
Whereas at least, in on foot you can find some sort of shelter from the sun or whatever.
Desert. Yeah, I don't know how much shelter there is in the desert, but good on you for thinking you could find that shelter.
It's amazing.
I have better chances, what I'm trying to say on my feet.
That does make sense.
Yeah, I agree. I can't swim, first of all, so the water really doesn't offer much, and not much of a walker, but the desert seems to be the better of the two options. But, it is funny because any movie you've ever seen with a desert scene, they're always looking for shelter. They never seem to find it.
Yeah.
Or a mirage or something, but...
Kirby's going to find it.
I'm going to go with the desert as well.
I'd make friends with camels in the desert.
Oh, well,
and then they could bring me to water.
You'd ride the camel. if
You are
found
an
it.
animal whisperer
Yeah.
today. First the grizzlies, now the camels. You're like...
Well, you got to utilize them in
Yeah.
situations.
Yes.
Definitely. Wrap up with this. Speaking of animals, speaking of battles, it's a high battle, would you rather, today. You're in a gladiator ring, like the Colosseum. Would you rather have to fight a lion or the toughest human gladiator of all time? And I Googled that. One of them was definitely Spartacus. So, toughest human gladiator or a lion in the Colosseum?
Oh my gosh. Well, either way, I'm gonna lose. That's
But how do you want to lose?
reality. You know what?
Go with you're on an animal theme today.
Yeah, you're friends with the animals.
Well, I don't want to go by getting eaten by a lion.
That's true. That would be horrible.
Sure, let's go with the badass Spartan dude.
You're fighting Spartacus.
Yes.
Kirk Douglas, great job. I think he won the Academy Award for Spartacus. A great role. I'm going with the lion, and I'll tell you why. Because people can buy in. If a lion killed you, you're going, hey, he died because of a lion. You know what I mean?
Right.
Another human being, you think you got a better shot. I know. I'm going down with the king.
Yeah.
Right? The jungle.
So you're going to pick the lion.
Well, yeah, I think it'd be quicker.
Yeah,
than getting beaten to death.
Take out your jugular.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Look what happened to Siegfried and Roy there, the magician.
Oh,
that was a tiger. That was a tiger.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast. Philly Joe and Kirby's completely useless question.
Useless with a capital Y.
So useless.
Brought to you by Midtown Ford.
All right, you're welcome for 7 straight minutes of Skid Row this morning. It is now time to give away some tickets for the Burt Block Party, baby.
You don't usually hear that remix that you just played, so very good. Very good. Listen, Burt Block Party tickets, and are we not throwing in Winnipeg Tattoo Convention passes too, right?
That's going to be a good time. I just finished up my tattoo yesterday.
Big prize.
You didn't wait till the convention.
No, I didn't, but I'm going to go checking it out. Of course, I'm going to go checking it out. I might want to get more ink.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Joe's got the question.
70% of people go cheap when they buy this. Okay, I've got the top 5 answers. So it doesn't mean you're cheap. It means you will cheapen out when you purchase this item.
780 City, good morning.
Hey, let's go with paper towels.
I'll give you toilet paper. That's number 3.
Okay.
So toilet paper is number 3.
That's
Like,
important,
instead of
man.
3-ply, you get 2-ply.
Well, I try the office stuff. I think
no,
it's
thanks.
1-ply.
1-ply. You can see through it.
Sandpaper. Good morning, City.
Sorry, I'm just taking a sip of my coffee. Sorry.
Vin! What you doing, buddy?
Oh, not much. Look at the say now. Jeez, I can't remember.
You got
I'll give you the question again,
Vin.
Vin.
The question,
We're playing the game.
Something else, but go ahead.
Oh, okay.
You're calling about something else?
No, I was calling about the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
You got it, my friend.
Thanks.
70% of people go cheap when they buy this.
You ask good questions. I like that.
Thank you.
Not that smart, but...
Okay, let's go ahead with the guess here.
Either am I, Vinny. Either am I.
Give me an answer.
Me?
Kirby, yeah.
Okay.
Kirby, help Vinny win.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go with they cheap out on like name brand pop.
No, nothing to do with pop.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to spin the wheel later on.
Yeah.
You're going to go for the double today. Okay, it's $500, man.
I know.
Okay.
Take care, guys.
Good luck, Vinny.
See you, Vinny.
That's been a while since we spoke with Vinny. Hello, City.
Hi. You know what? I'll ask Kirby again.
Okay, this is Lifeline 3. 70% of people go on the cheap when they buy this. We know toilet paper or / paper towels was number 3.
For Burt Block Party tickets. And, and tattoo
Come on,
convention.
Kirby.
I know. I'm trying. It's just, Okay. They cheap out on their pillow.
No,
Good guess.
not their pillow.
Okay.
Yes, thanks for playing. You can always call back, too. 780 City, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Can you help me out, Phil?
Wow, okay.
Okay, Joe, you want to drop a hint? Is it an appliance? Is it...
It's not.
It's not an appliance? Has anything been close so far?
No.
Nothing close so far. They cheap out on running shoes.
No.
Not running
No,
shoes.
not shoes.
Thank you.
No clothing.
Not clothing.
Okay, so it's not apparel.
Hello, City.
Well, I'll take Kirby for a lifeline.
Oh, that's it.
Last one.
Wow.
Is it like a form of technology? Like they don't go with a iPhone, they'll go with a cheaper phone?
No, it's not technology.
Okay,
No.
thanks for playing.
It's a hard one today,
Could
Joe.
be an accessory. It won't be clothing, but it'll be an accessory. There's your clue.
An accessory. So something that you wear. Ish.
Yeah.
Hi, City.
Ish. Yes.
Good morning. Yeah.
Let's go with socks.
Not socks. No, that's a good answer. Actually.
Close.
No.
Hi, City.
I got through twice. That's
Oh
crazy.
my God.
Vinny! If you get this one, it's a miracle.
I know. I was gonna go. I'm wrong. Probably. I'm gonna go with a T-shirt.
It's not a T-shirt, Vin, but that's a good guess because,
is,
you know, you used to get them in a case of beer. You actually referenced that the other day, Phil.
That's
Get a
right.
T-shirt and a case of beer, something. Good answer, Vin.
All right. Take care, guys.
Yeah,
You
thanks.
too.
That's all great. It never happens.
I know. Vinny gets in twice. Haven't talked
That
to him
cup of coffee has woken him up today.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is it jewelry?
Not jewelry. I will say this, because Vin was saying he was having a sip of his coffee. Coffee is number 4. People have cheapened out on their brand of coffee or where they pick it up because of the price. So it's gone down. So that was the number 4 answer, coffee.
780 City, go ahead.
Hey,
Hey.
deodorant.
Not deodorant, no.
It is an accessory.
Yeah.
Deodorant is expensive.
be,
Expensive, by
yeah.
the way.
You got to
My
find it on
God.
sale. They'll put it on sale all
Yesterday,
the
I
time.
picked some up and I was like, oh my God.
Hi, City.
Hey, I got a guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. Yep.
Hey, is it condiment?
Not condoms, no.
No condiments.
Oh, condiments. No, don't cheapen out on either. Either way, they're for your hot dog.
Joe, hello.
Oh, where did that come from?
Well, I think the little part of my brain
Settle
that's
down.
still working.
Holy.
Hi, City. Hello.
Hey, is it hats?
Not hats, but we're getting closer.
Okay. So it's on your head?
It's on your head.
It's on your head. It's an accessory.
Sometimes you have them on your hat, but that's not where they usually go.
Hi, City.
Good morning. Is it their wallet or their purse?
No.
So
I think I know what you mean.
it's head
Yeah.
related. It's head related. Good morning, City.
Morning. Glasses would be my guess.
That would be a great guess. Sunglasses,
Oh!
yes. 70% of
Cheap, yeah.
people have gone on the cheap when buying this. Not usually maybe their best pair, but they'll always have the cheap pair. I will also give you alcohol. Got the long weekend coming up. Sometimes you're not buying the premium stuff for home because
That's
you're
right.
going out. You might buy something else because you're going to leave it behind. Toilet paper, coffee, and the last answer for the top 5 was batteries.
Okay.
A lot of times you'll buy the cheaper
name.
version of batteries
yeah. Yeah.
right, to burn through.
All right, congratulations. You're going to the block party, man. Well done.
Right on. Thanks.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
We were talking about the Olympics just a couple of days ago, about the triathlon featuring a Manitoban, Miss Lachuk, in there. And Kirby had mentioned that last week about the few Manitobans that were going to be performing at the Olympics. And one of the events that had to be postponed because I guess they've had problems with the Seine River, E. coli and such. And we're hearing that in other parts of Europe too. But the story that came out of the Olympics, the big headline was, I think it was a German athlete that his butt ended up showing a malfunction at the junction, right? The wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah.
So that was getting some news. But the other story was that these swimmers, these Olympic swimmers have been talking about, well, never mind the Seine River. Like, there isn't a pool that they haven't peed in, it looks like, because of the outfits they wear, how tight they are, their nerves. And
they pee in there.
They're
so
told,
nervous.
They're told to hydrate as well before the race, that they're walking in there with full bladders, and you don't want to be racing with a full bladder. So more times than not, well, it's all chlorine.
Yeah,
That's in the water. And we're not talking like an all-inclusive resort in Mexico where the guy hasn't left the pool for 16 hours. These people are going in. So when you're an Olympic athlete, and it's not urine testing, they're just peeing to let it all out because of nerves. So that's one of the stories that's breaking right now.
Wow.
But it makes sense, I guess.
Oh, you're nervous? What are you going to... You can't tell the guy. The guy's about to hit the gun to start the race. Whoa, I got to pee.
Yeah.
Like, you never see that.
No, one of the swimmers was joking too, saying, listen, that's the last place you want to be going straight forward into a warm stream before you do your flip to make the next lap. Could you imagine?
Well, who hasn't peed in a pool, okay?
Yeah, true. And these are athletes.
Yeah. When I was little, maybe, but I don't know.
Okay.
I'm dead serious. Like, even in Vegas when...
Yeah, he got out of the pool.
Last time I was there, We were in the pool all day, and
There's video of it.
You get up. I got out of there 20 times to go pee. I'm not sitting
What
there
about-
peeing in the pool.
Like when you're going camping next week and you go in the lake.
No
at the
chance. I'm not peeing in the lake.
No.
It's a lake.
And I go pee in the washroom there. What, you just are peeing in? Well, you don't go in the water. But,
I don't go in the water to begin with.
but
So
are you trying to say most people just pee in the lake?
In my experience,
With the levels of testing they've been doing, it sounds like a lot more people are doing that than following you.
I get it, but I do.
You're not part of the problem. You're part of the solution.
I could not sit there in good conscience just go,
While you're trying to catch a football.
I'm not.
What the heck is Dad doing?
where else are you gonna go?
Guys,
if
hold
there's
up.
nowhere near?
Dad's got to take a leak. Hold up.
Hold on. Time out. Dad, what are you doing? You're not leaving the water? No, right here.
Everybody just
Kirby
pees.
says it's good.
Everybody does it, apparently.
For more Philly, Joe, and Kirby, log it into 92.1 City weekday mornings 6 to 10.